So hello everybody, we have a few things that we need to do today, so I thought I'd film them. First is a few updates, a couple new things that came today, some things that come in next week. We got some, I don't even know what all's coming next week, to be honest with you. But we do have a mature male OBT coming for my female. It's going to be a 50-50 loan with a friend of mine. We'll get into all that next week when the stuff comes in. I don't want to talk about all that stuff right now. We'll talk about that when it comes in. The two people that run the business, we'll get a little bit more into detail about all that stuff then. First, we're going to start with this beauty here. This is the Harpactira namaquiensis. Yeah, I don't know the common name of this one. It's the biggest Harpactira, I believe. It'll get the biggest out of all of them. I'm not quite sure how large it'll get, but look at that thing. It molted, that's why I'm showing it to you. You can see the molt behind it. So I don't know if I'll be able to sex it or if I'm even going to be able to get it out of there without that little bugger trying to take off. But we're going to need a home upgrade for this one here in a few days. So we're going to see how my schedule is for work. If I'm working the weekend, that'll probably sometime next week that I'll get to this. But we'll probably see this one in a update feeding video at least in the next handful of days. So that's one of the things that I wanted to show you. Okay, so they're getting grainy. I don't know what it is about this this light here. It always looks grainy when I'm filming. Remember the other day when I did the feeding video? I don't remember if I left the Lassiadora Kluge in that video or not. But remember I said I wasn't quite sure if it was in pre-molt? Well, guess what it was. It molted. So yeah, this one molted, I want to say not yesterday, but the night before. So I think I found it yesterday when I came home from work. So we got a fresh Lassiadora Kluge and Harpactira namaquiensis and whatever else we run into here, because we're going to work with the small juveniles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We'll probably feed the praying mantis also in this video, the one that molted the other day. We're going to try and feed that one a mealworm and see how it does. And then there'll be 2 adults, females, dwarves, that we deal with, and yeah, the rest are all pretty much juveniles. So bear with me. We got 2 more things I want to show you, and then we'll be on with some feedings. Okay, so these are the 2 things that came today, and this was something that really wasn't necessary for Jay to do. Jay from Bluegrass Inverts. He's the one that sent me the 2 little tiny scorpions a week or 2 ago. When all this stuff happened with my wife, I was just, busy back and forth trying to get my head around things. One of the little scorpions died. So I didn't tell him, but I told him sometime at the end of last week, I think. I saw his name on the thing. I was like, oh, I should have told him. Just because I would want to know if anything that I sent died too, And he said, well, I'll send you a couple more. And I said, no, you don't really have to. But he wanted to do it. And this is what makes the hobby good, is people like him that want to make sure that the people that they deal with are always happy. And that's the way I feel. I would have been devastated if the LPs that I sent to his son, something would have happened to them. I definitely would have wanted to send him more. So I'm glad he did, because I'm excited to have just scorpions, the different scorpions in my collection. And you could see my males, everything's dirty because I haven't showered yet. It's all new for me here, getting up. I mean, I just started work, and with my wife being her like this, a lot of the things that she normally did, I'm doing now. And it's you don't really understand how much some people do, because you just take it for granted. And it's tough coming home from work, trying to get dinner together and cook, get everybody fed, and do the dishes, and lawn needs to be mowed, which the kids are going to do, but all that stuff. So this was kind of nice to come home to today. Both of them are doing wonderful, so we'll put them in a feeding video here real soon too. So we're going to get on with some feedings now, and hope everybody wants to eat. There'll probably be some that won't, but we'll work that out. We'll see what we get here. Cujo was sitting out on top. You could see still has the molt mat back there from when he molted about a week, 2 weeks ago. I haven't tried feeding him yet, so we're going to give it a shot here. I'm sure he's going to be hungry, but I've been wrong before. Oh yeah, he is. And again, this one is still, I say a male, based on the molts. But Annika, the female of this species, I also thought was a male until right around that 3-inch mark on the molt, and then everything was pretty visible to me at that point. There he is. He's such a good looking. These things are just such good looking animals, these Polkapes. Gorgeous. Let's take a picture. We'll see if that one might be the thumbnail. Now we need to move you over here, Cooge. There you go. Okay. Well, he's fed, so let's move on. This one I'm going to film sideways. This is a Neoholteli Inse juvenile female. I don't think she's fully sclerotized yet. I think she needs one more molt. She'll be ready to breed. But there's going to be an auction coming up soon on the tarantula community, and I'll get into all that details once they're all hashed out. But this is going to be one of the tarantulas that'll be auctioned off, as well as one of my, which you'll see here in a little bit, Brachypelma albopilosum juvenile male. So let's try and feed this one here and see. There we are. Goodbye. Thank you. Yeah, great little teas. Can't go wrong with Ensays. They're really, really good eaters. Okay. Okay. So, what do you think this is? This is the Ephebopus myrnus. This is my smaller of the two, and it's not really pleased with me at the moment. Matter of fact, I probably ought to have this little handy-dandy cup here ready. We're going to try and feed this one, but I'm not quite sure that it won't kind of freak out when we put the roach in there. So we're going to have to put it over on the other side and then see if it'll go over there and it'll take it. Now this was, it was just all spread out actually, this one. I don't know if it's a male or a female. It was spread out there in the webbing in front of it. And when I started opening up the lid, it said, yeah, no, don't think so, pal. Roach is coming up on it. It's below you, buddy. I dare not move the enclosure right now. I don't want to spook this one out. There we go. Where's my home? Where's my home? Well, you're missing it. Let me move the camera back. It blew right past its entrance of its burrow, which is right to the left of this one here. Spectacular genus. Can't wait to get this one as something a little bit different, more square. I think I like the square a little bit better with some of my fossorials than these longer enclosures. I'd like to try some of the baboons in these longer enclosures, these 124 scale die-cast enclosures like the Namaquiensis, the Polkapes, the probably Stratojaurus meridionalis, some of those that seem to web up a little bit more, dig but are out some, and then get these guys that are true fossorials that are in the ground all the time into something a little bit more square. Okay, so this is Casper. This is the Euopelastrus campostratus, and there's just a quick story that I'd like to tell about this one. Now, I've had this little one for, I don't know, a little over 2 years, I believe. Maybe a little bit less. I really honestly can't remember for sure, but it seems like a while. So someone on the tarantula community posted something about looking for a Euopelastrus campostratus for their daughter, that she was enamored by the species and they wanted to find one for her. Now, I have absolutely no intentions of getting rid of either one of my Euopelastrus campostratus, but I'm the kind of person that likes to help other people out. So I decided that as much as this little suspected female means to me, I think it's going to mean so much more to her. So he is going to purchase this one, I think, at a really reasonable price, and we're going to send this out to his daughter on Monday. Hopefully she'll send some pictures back with her and the spider. That would be kind of cool, and I could share them with you guys. But this is the last time you'll see this one on the channel, so hopefully it will eat for them before she decides to, or before she gets packed up and leaves. We'll make sure she's all watered up and good to go. Come on, go the way of the spider. There you go. So there she is. I don't know if Jason watches my channel or not, but I'll send him some pictures after I get done with this of her. So yeah, so she'll be heading out, as well as the Neoholthelliense, the Brachypelma albopilosum. I'm also going to add in a quick sling package to that auction with Lasiodora difficilis, Lasiodora paribana, and my Brachypelma albiceps little tiny sling, because I will never ever see that one, grow up. So someone that's probably a little bit younger would appreciate that one a little bit more than me. It is a very, very slow grower, so I thought I'd do something nice to help out, and those are the things that I decided to add into the auction on my behalf. So say goodbye to Casper. Okay, so here's the Brachypelma albopilosum male. This will be one of the ones that's included in the auction on my behalf. You can see my little handheld camera there in the corner. I'm still learning it's not learning filming with that, because that's fine. It's just working with the new program, or the Microsoft MovieWorks, or whatever it is. Trying to learn that. Oh yeah. Oh, we're out of focus. Let's zoom in. No, we're gonna go right into our hide. Now this one's dug out all the way underneath that log, all the way to the back side, and then it comes out actually in the front side too. So it's kind of interesting how this one did what it did. But yeah, so I don't know how much longer this one will be. I think the auction's going to be sometime the end of August. And again, you can ask me questions, but I don't know a lot about it, so you'll have to wait till I get all the information from Amy and Allie and everybody else on the tarantula community on what we're doing. There's a lot of people that are giving away a lot of things on auctions. There'll be raffles. There'll be all kinds of cool things, prints, posters, enclosures, all kinds of stuff that's going to be raffled off or auctioned off, actually. And then we'll get into why we're doing it and all the details of what's going to happen with all that money when we get to that point. Okay, so in the very back there, if you were really, really, really quiet, maybe we'll get this Tarantulas sazerae to actually come out and eat for us. That's if the roaches, oh yeah, I'm going to say that that's probably a big fat yes, huh? Once these roaches come out, say goodbye. Oh, not yet. Haven't got close enough. Don't want to pounce through the bushes, right? Oh yeah, stalking the prey. May have to come with her here. I do believe this one to be a female, by the way. No blue yet, but I do expect after this next molt, which I do believe should be coming up sometime in the near future. Not over here, buddy. Back here. Right in front of you. There you go. I was going to consider giving away one of my two sazeraes, but I was kind of worried about the whole Brazil thing. Not that I really, I don't want to be involved with sending Brazil stuff out with the auction. So I think if I needed to send something out right now, Brazil-wise, I would, but I don't want to tie that into all that stuff. So we have one more sazerae to feed, and then Faunapelma annex we'll try, Neoholthelliense, Brachypelma callenbergi, Chilobrachys huahini. Who's that down below? Oh, my Euatha species red is sealed herself off, so maybe she's actually molted by now. Or not. She might not have. Okay, Tarantulas sazerae number 2. Topaz, I believe I named this one, but I'm kind of losing my memory on names, so I remember the scientific names, but common names and the names I actually gave them, for most of them I don't remember, especially when I don't deal with them all the time. This is, again, the Tarantulas sazerae. She's in there. I do believe this one to be female as well. I would imagine that she will come out. No, she got that one right there. She'll probably get the next one, which is one in there too. These two mirror each other as far as molting patterns. The larger one will molt, and then about a month later or so, this one will molt. They came from two different people, actually two different parts of the country. So it's not like they came together and they're kind of molting in sync because of the egg sac itself. But yeah, they are They are pretty synced up, just like the Grammostola pulchripes are. The two Grammostola pulchras are similar to that as well. And then my Grammostola rosea and my Grammostola porteri are all kind of seem to sync up. So, okay, let's see what's next. You're going to come out? No, you're not going to come out. You're going to stay in there and be stubborn. That's fine. Okay, I almost put everybody away and forgot this one. This is the Phormictopus cancerides, the Haitian brown bird eater, believed to be female. I don't think I confirmed it, but I do pretty much, I'm going to say 99% positive this one's a female. She was just out too, and she went underneath her little home there. Oh, yeah, you saw that, didn't you? My lovely term of jack-in-the-box feeding. Ones that are in their hides are in, oh, we almost got that one too, but I think we missed it. Or in their burrows that just kind of like pop out, grab the prey, and go back in. I said that in one of the last videos, and I think Shanti thought that was kind of funny. Actually, it just popped into my head. I think I've said it before and things too before, but it's just kind of funny, you know, because it's just a quick in and out response from them. A lot of them do it, especially, like I said, the ones that do have hides. Oh, got that one too. Okay, so that one's going to be full now, so let's move on. Okay, I'm going to guarantee that we don't do this coloration justice on video. This is the Ephebopus cyanognathus. Pretty positive this one's a male. We're going to try and, oh, I got two little red runners in there. I didn't want to do two. You get out of there. Okay, we'll try and feed you this one. See if, oh yeah, there's those beautiful purple fangs now. They were blue before, but as they age, they actually turn purple. Stunning, though, isn't he? I mean, just these ones here, the Rufusins. Well, they all. I mean, the Myrnis have that Halloweeny look, you know, the skeleton look, which makes them unique. That goldish patterning, skeletal patterning, I guess you could call it, with the darker abdomen and then the lighter carapace makes them, you know, very unique. These ones here, I love the yellow banding. The banding just absolutely enthralls me. I think that's the right word, or intrigues me. I love the banding coloration. Same with the Ephebopus rufuscens. I do really want to get the Ephebopus euotomen. I'd like to get another one of these. I'd like to get another rufuscens, and I'd like to get two ottomans, and those would satisfy my Ephebopus fascination, which having two of each. So this one being a male, though, will probably most likely have to go out to somebody at a later date to breed, which would be great because I could always use babies of these because they're such beautiful little slings. So let's move on. We'll try the Chilobrachys fimbriatus and see if it might be interested in eating. Okay, so here's the suspected male of Phaunopelma annex. I'm pretty positive we have a male, and we're going to grab that right up. This is one of those Phaunopelmas that are, you know, real common down south, so people don't really think of them as uncommon, but in the hobby itself, you just don't see them very often. They're just like big puppy dogs. This one's about 3 inches, I'd say. So I'm pretty confident in my last molt ID with this one that we have a male. I could always try getting it out into the vial and checking ventral, but I don't really like to do that just to check for sex. If I get a shot of them on the enclosure side, I will take a picture of it by all means, but I don't try to really push them because I don't need to know at this size. You know, I can't breed this guy or girl at this size, so does it really matter if it's a male or female at this size? No, it really doesn't. Okay. Let's proceed farther into, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 possibilities, well, actually probably 3 possibilities left. Oh, no, 4. We gotta do the Homoioma species blue that I missed the other day. Okay, here is the confirmed female Neoholthelli inse. Let's see if she's interested in nice male red runner, and I gotta watch so it doesn't climb the webbing and get out. Gotta make sure that we get the little guy. There you go. Sometimes she's pretty vibration sensitive. This time she came right out. Usually she waits till it goes over to her. How could you not take a picture of that, huh? Wow. Okay, we have, again, a Kallenbergie, a Huahine, another Myrnus, and then the Homoioma species blue. Okay, this one's going to be moved soon. I'm not really thrilled with this one being in this, so we're going to move it into something a little bit longer. This is a Brachypelma Kallenbergie. We'll see. I do believe this one to be male, so we'll see if this one's interested in this big, fat, juicy female red runner. It'll actually come out and grab it instead of waiting for it to go down into the burrow, which is about to happen here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did you see that jumble of stuff going on down there? That was the tarantula grabbing the roach. Exactly right where we can't see. Oh yeah, come out. At least come out. There we go. If you're not going to show us the takedown, you at least got to show us the goods, right? Looks like your everyday Brachypelma vagans, doesn't it? But it's not. This one got big in the last mold too. Got some decent size to it, so we're definitely going to want to rehouse this one soon. Okay, off to the Huahine. Okay, well we're going to end here with the Homoioma species blue suspected male. Don't know if he's going to be interested in eating or not, but sure looked like he was there for a second, huh? That's not what I wanted. There you go. A little clumsy of a feeding there, but I wouldn't expect this one to be too much longer before it goes into pre-mold as well. Okay, so there you have it. Now there's a few other things. Oh, we wanted to feed the mantis. Let's do that. Just because it needs to eat, so let's do that. Let's feed that and we'll end there. Okay, well we're going to try and get that in focus the best we can. So we're going to end here by thanking everybody for tuning in, all my old subscribers, all the new subscribers. I think we've gained about 15 or 20 new subscribers, maybe even a tad bit more since my last video and the collaboration video with Cat with the GBBs on Tarantula Cat with Tom Moran, KC Tarantulas, Exotic Slayer, Dark Den, Payton's Tarantulas. I think I got everybody, but I might have missed somebody. I'm not really, it's not in front of me, so I think I got everybody that did it. Of course, Cat, because it was on her channel, but look, I broke that puppy in half already. Yeah, so I have a question that I'd like to ask you after all the thanks and, what to do with the bell. And, for those of you that are new to my channel, I hope you guys are enjoying what you've seen or what you've watched so far. I do talk a little bit more than some other keepers. I don't edit much at all, if at all. I do edit out some of the bloopers and some of course, the tarantulas that don't eat and some of the other stuff, but I do like to talk. I do like to help people learn. I'm not an expert by any means, but I do try to give some information to help people along their way in the tarantula keeping hobby. But I have a question for you guys, and this is what I'd like to ask you. I'd like to get more Old World species now. Do I get more Asian species, non-Poecilotheria and non-Arboreal? Or do I get more baboon species? I can tell you I have, in the next month, have 13, 14 baboons coming. 5 of one species, 5 of another, 2 of another, and then 2 singles. All of the species that I've kept before, so it's nothing new. One's that mature male OBT. That we probably have about, I don't know, probably 3 weeks before I compare him with the female. She did molt, so I got to get some food in her and get him situated and settled for a little while. That'll definitely be a tent pairing. We'll do that outside because we just can't do that in here. Yeah, what do you think? Should I get more baboons or should I get more Asian species? I have a hard time deciding a lot of times because I get into the baboons and then I start looking at my Chilobrachys and I was like, oh, I'd like to get more Chilobrachy species I don't have. And I'm like, oh man, but the African species are so much easier to keep. It's just a horse apiece actually. So let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions down below, write them. Even if you don't know if I have them or not. I can give you a quick rundown of some of the baboons. Of course, we have the HMAC, we have the OBT, we have the Tarantulas marinus tete, the Mozambiques, we have the Tarantulas species of Russia, the Lugardi, the Harpactira pulchripes, Namaquiensis, Stratojaurus darlingi ×2, Marshalli, Sanderi, and the, what am I missing? The Meriadinalis. What else do we also have? Well, we have 2 Ediothelamiras. I did say the HMAC already, right? The Augustophilus ezendami. Those are pretty much, I think, all of my African species. I may have missed one or two. As far as Asian species, we have the Ornithoctone species Laos, or the Ornithoctone crisandae abuelis. ×2, we have the Cereopogopas haughty haughty. We have the Chilobrachys discalis, species Cancrushan, Huahini, Fimbriatus, and then the species electric blue. We also have the Selenocosmia kovareki. We have the Ornithoctonus oreotibialis. What else do we got Asian-wise? Of course, my Poecilotheria metallica and Poecilotheria subfusca. We also have the Ensphia catella olivacea. I forgot about that one. That goes with the baboons. No baboons in there. No Asian species there. No Asian species here. None there. I think I got them all. I think that's what I have as far as Asian species. So, and baboons. So if you think of anything that you guys like to keep and that you think I would, let me know. And we will see everybody in the next video. So, happy keeping.